Welcome to our lesson about Video Producer. We're going to pick up where we left off in our previous lesson. Let's begin by activating Inventor Studio. As you remember from our previous lesson, we've got 2 animations and 2 cameras. Video Producer is an Autodesk Inventor utility for editing your videos. Before activating Video Producer, I want to create a still shot. And before that, I'm going to create one more animation. Let's right-click and select New Animation. Animation 3 appears in our tree. Animation 3 is currently empty. Let me just drag up and expand the animation timeline. As you can see, there's nothing here. Let's close. Let me position my view so I can create a still shot of the cap. You may be wondering why I created Animation 3. I'm going to explain in just a second. Now let's right-click on Cameras and select Create Camera from View. And Camera 3 now appears in our browser. I'm going to right-click on Productions now. Select New. Here is Production 1. It's marked with a check mark indicating that it's active. By the way, when a production is active and I try to render, the camera view on the drop-down menu is grayed out. Let's close the Render Animation window. And now let's right-click on Production 1 and unselect Activate. Back to Render Animation. And now I'm able to select a camera. Okay, let's close the Render Animation window. Let's right-click on Production 1 and activate it again. Notice that Production 1 is active and Animation 3 is also active. Okay, we are ready to activate Video Producer now. Let's click on the icon. Inventor generates camera shots. Here's the Video Producer interface. When I mouse over the cameras in the browser, I can see the shots. Now I'm going to grab Camera 1 and drag it into the timeline. Since the length of this animation is 8 seconds, I'm going to stretch this out to 8 seconds. Secondly, I want to place the still shot from Camera 3. I'm going to leave it at 2 seconds. And now I'm going to place the animation from Camera 2. As you remember, it is 5 seconds, so I'm going to stretch it out. Lastly, I want to place the still shot from Camera 1. And I'm going to leave it at 2 seconds. If I test my animation by dragging the slider, let's see what happens here. Notice that the scenery changes, but there's no movement. Well, let's take a moment to figure out why. Let me expand the Video Producer window. Let's right-click on the media from Camera 1 and select Edit. You'll remember that when I activated Video Producer, Animation 3 was active, as indicated by this checkmark in the browser. As a result, we see here under Animation Footage that Animation 3 is active. Let's switch to Animation 1. Under Shot Footage, let's leave Camera 1 with a duration of 8 seconds. And let's click OK and test our animation again. Now when I drag the slider, we can see the movement on our screen. And here the animation has added 8 seconds. Let's expand the Video Producer window and go to the still shot from Camera 3. Select it, right-click, and edit. Here, as you see, Animation 3 and Camera 3 are selected. Let's cancel out of the Shot dialog window. Now let's go to Camera 2's media. Right-click, edit. Let's switch the animation footage to Animation 2, since that's where this action was created. Notice that the start time is at 10 seconds. Let's click OK and let's test our production. You'll remember that this action happens between 10 and 15 seconds. Let's get our slider positioned over to 10. Now notice that nothing is actually happening here. Let's expand the video producer window, right-click, select Edit. Basically, what we need to do, since this action happens on the timeline between 0 and 5 seconds, I need to switch the start to 0. Let's click OK. And let's test the production again between the 10 and 15 second mark. And here is our zoom action. Lastly, I used 2 seconds of a still shot from camera 1. Let's right-click on that media, select Edit. Camera 1 has got animation on Animation 1, so to avoid movement, I'm using Animation 3, which doesn't have anything on it. That's why I created Animation 3, and that's how we end up with a still shot from camera 1, whose preview we see here. Let's click OK, and now let's test our production by dragging the slider. Here is our first movement between 0 to 8 seconds. Between 8 and 10, we have a still shot. Between 10 and 15, we've got a zoom. And between 15 and 17 seconds, we've got another still image. Let's expand the video producer window, and let's go to the Transitions tab. I'd like to add transitions to the movements now. I've got 4 transition types available here: fade, gradient wipe, slide left and right. I drag the transitions right into the media timeline. Let's adjust the length a little bit. Let's say 1.5 seconds. Let's right-click and edit now. The Effects dialog window opens. It shows me my current selected transition type. Next, we see the current from shot and to shot. Here we see none because we're not transitioning from anything. Down below, we're able to select a color for the transition. Let's click in the color selector and just pick a new color, click OK. Let's specify the duration as well, 1.5 seconds. And let's click OK. Here we see the transition media, the red color as well. Let's bring in a second transition in between our next 2 pieces of media. Let's drag in gradient wipe. We'll position it right here. Now let's right-click on it and select Edit. Let's make the duration 1.5 seconds. And here we've got the transition from camera 1 to camera 3. Let's click OK. Let's place the next transition, slide left, right here. Duration 1.5 seconds, OK. And let's place the last transition type, slide right. We'll drag and drop it right here. Right-click and edit. Again, duration 1.5 seconds. And let's click OK. Now we see the total duration of our movie is 23 seconds. If I right-click, I see my movie of 23 seconds duration is shown here as well. Let's cancel out of the shot window. And let's save our changes. Do we want to save changes? Yes. Let's click OK. And let's bring Video Producer back. Collapse the window. Let's render. I'll be using size 320 by 240. Render type, let's leave as shaded. Let's go to the Output tab now. Use a low anti-aliasing. Notice the duration, let's change that to 23 seconds. Format, we'll make it 4 frames per second. That'll help us save some time. And let's browse for a location. The directory for Lesson 19. I'll leave it at Video and I'll save it as an AVI file. Let's click Save. Let's go to the Style tab now. We'll uncheck True Reflection to save us some time. And I believe we are ready to render. Yes, let's click on Render. Click OK to accept this codec. The rendering begins. This is going to take quite a bit of time. I'm going to pause my video. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. The rendering is almost done. The Inventor player launches, plays our animation, There's the transition, the still shot, the transition, the second animation, the zoom, another transition, again a still shot, and the last transition. And this concludes our lesson about using Video Producer.